What's up, y'all?
Hello, everyone. Well, we are going to wait until we have some viewers. We hope that you all had a good, productive day. Our day has been productive, busy as usual, as Alicia checks her edges. I
Edge check.
am tired and drained. I don't have any edges today. Well, I have edges, but they are slicked to the back, as they usually are, I think, most of the time. Um, We're gonna wait for you guys to like come into the room. We definitely have some things to clarify, to crystallize, right? To demystify. Um, and this is gonna be the last time that we do that. Well, I believe that in the work that we do, we're gonna find ourselves doing this a lot. We don't mind um clarifying things. But what we won't do, I think at least you agree, at least you crazy.
No, Ashley in the comments, she said if it helps my hair is frizzy as fuck. Yeah, girl. I feel you for real.
What we won't do is back and forth. But what we will do is if people genuinely have questions, we'll answer those. So if we are talking about the jail today. If people genuinely have questions, we'll answer those at the end of the video. Um, but back and forth we won't do because this is the beginning stages of a lot of people coming into the knowledge. There will be a lot of questions, but we've known about this for weeks. We've just been trying to figure out what the most factual information is and how to deliver it. And so that's why we sat on it for a while trying to figure out exactly um, how to deliver it and what to deliver. And we go straight to the source. If you guys go to our Facebook page, you'll see us. We went to um, the source of the information. We went to the commissioners several times. Alicia actually spoke at several meetings. We actually went to the commissioners meeting. Was that today or yesterday?
Thursday. So 2 days ago. Thursday.
2 days ago. So we make it our point to go to the horse's mouth, as they would say, even if the horse don't tell the truth. So we're waiting for you guys to come in the room so that we can talk.
We just need a couple more people. Just a couple more people, okay? Can we get a couple more people? Make sure y'all share.
Let's get to 10. Let's
Share.
get to Diaz. Diaz, let's get to 10.
Share.
Let's get to
Share.
10. And we'll have this video so that you guys can go back and watch it, as I know a lot of people do. A lot of people will, not watch while it's live, but they'll watch later, and that is all right as well. Um, so we know a lot of people did not know that we were going live, so you wouldn't have a choice but to watch later. But we're gonna try to get some people in the room. We have things to do, so we'll do those things while you all gather into the room. Alicia, did I tell you that my eyes were dilated today?
Mm-hmm.
It was killing me for a good 2 hours that I couldn't see anything. It was good old killing me, honey.
I'm so tired. This week has really just dragged me all the way down. Oh
Honey.
Lord.
We
I'm
got
so
a we got a whole lot. We had a lot of great moments this week though. You can't lie about that, honey.
yeah. Yeah.
Amazing moments, didn't we?
Got a lot of
A lot of
information.
highs.
A lot of
Yeah.
yeah, a lot of highs.
A
Just
lot of
good.
missed sleep.
Oh, this makeup look. It's the end of the day. My makeup's starting to like melt on my face.
Once you get some sleep, you'll feel wonderful.
Oh my gosh, I know. I don't got to work tomorrow at my second job, so or my third job, or is it my fourth job? I don't know. Whatever job it is, I'm gonna work. So
Well, what we
I'm
can do is we can go ahead and let's get to the first point so that you can get some sleep. You want to do that?
yeah. I mean, it's all good. Let's just
Okay.
whatever.
Okay. So we wanna go ahead and because this is serious to us. So Alicia and I we came into the knowledge of what's happening with the Allen County jail. I believe maybe like 3 weeks ago. We heard that the Allen County jail had that they were sued. That the yeah that there was a lawsuit because of the deplorable conditions. And you all know that entire story or whatever, so I won't backtrack with that. So we knew that there was a they had what, like 60 days to
45,
huh
45.
okay, they have 45 days to make a decision. It was a whole lot of stuff into that. But by the time we heard about everything, the clock was ticking. And what we heard was um, there was a jail going to be built, right? I think that we came into the knowledge when there's a comment or something. When
No, I'm
when did
trying to
we come?
think.
Because I think you heard about it first.
Yeah, I think that, and then we went to the meeting, the feasibility study.
Yes.
That's where we started to really dig into what was going on with the jail. So we
Okay.
went to the feasibility study, and that's where we got all the information. And obviously, when they have feasibility studies, they don't just do this within a week, right? Feasibility studies are
Hmm.
planned. They take a lot of work. You're looking into different angles. It takes a lot of research and a lot of
But
studies.
why
So,
did they do the
you know,
feasibility study?
so, well, we know that when you do a feasibility study, you're talking about a year previous that you started to do this
Hmm.
study, okay? And the reason why they did this study was to show everyone why they needed a new jail, right? It's not really to see what options they have, it's to show everyone why we need a new jail, which was, they couldn't build onto the jail, and all the systems were, not in up to par with all the other jails around the United States, and how it was so
But it
old.
wasn't in
The
response to the
staff.
lawsuit at all.
No, it was not in response to the
Right.
lawsuit. These things just happened to happen at the same time, right? The lawsuit
Exactly.
came out and the jail thing came out with
Right.
the,
So
so
so they had already wanted a new jail.
they had already wanted a new jail before
Hmm.
that lawsuit came out. They already had, and that was just something to add into the feasibility study. Now look, we're getting sued now because of the
Hmm.
deplorable, inhumane conditions and people not getting rec time, and the health
Hmm.
care inside the jail and whatever else.
So they the process they started to like coincide, honestly. So we're not even having the conversation as much about the deplorable conditions at this point. You're just hearing like this countdown, like, oh my God, they have to hurry up and respond. They only have a few days to respond to these deplorable conditions and what they're going to do about them. And then, oh my God, they have this feasibility study. And then you started to hear about they pay for this company to come in, and then they pay for this company to come in and do what?
They paid for this company. Are you talking about the feasibility study?
Yeah, they actually paid for the company to come in to do the feasibility study,
Hmm. Yeah,
and then
yeah,
they
that was.
wanted they wanted their money back for that, correct? The commissioners.
Um, yes,
They asked
because
for their
well,
money back for that.
I believe so.
Yes, they did. So after that, that's when we came about, right? And so you had people like Audrey Davis and a whole bunch of other people who came, Reverend Reverend Timothy, you had a bunch of people, Reverend Karen, who these are people who had already been working in the community. They said, okay, this is going the wrong way. They want a new jail for the wrong reason. And so you had Dr. Pressy, everybody came together like, no, it's going the wrong way. And so then we started hearing this rumor that, wait, y'all want the new jail where? On the south side of town. Now, the people who are saying this, which we will not reveal any sources at this point, these are people who have inside ears. These are not people who are county council, city council. These are people who actually have inside ears into with the commissioners, right? So, um, but we're not even worried about that, because at this point it's not, they're not as credible as we need, so we don't drop any information at this point. Right now we're still telling the commissioners that, why do you need a new jail? They're not talking about the deplorable conditions. Why are you guys not talking about deplorable conditions? So we're still pushing them on that, and they're not saying anything, so we're still just going to the commissioners, like the meetings. um, so the people who are talking in the city, they're still not even coming to meetings. They're not imploring the south side of town to come to the meetings. At this point, if there's 50, the black people in this city represent 13%. There's only 13% black people in Fort Wayne, but we represent 50% of the jail. So why aren't the people who are piping up online, why aren't they imploring you guys to come to those meetings that we're at? Why would you get online and have such a bad attitude at us, but you won't get online and tell people that, while they might be, saying something that I don't necessarily agree with, what I do agree with is that they have you guys fired up. While they have you fired up, go out and support them. Go to these meetings. Stay informed. That's the vibe that we should have. That's the vibe. Okay, but I'll leave that there. So what? So after that, okay, um, let me stay on topic. At least you want to add anything to that?
Well, I would just say that, it. Well, you go ahead, Jayla. Go ahead. Go ahead.
You sure?
Mhm.
Okay, so the first, so I heard no decision. There's no decision. I don't know who started the rumor. So to that point, no decision has been made. I don't know who started the rumor. We cannot say, no one can say that there's no decision that has been made, right? These people down there have been known to be evil. Sheila Curry Campbell does not sit. I'm just going to be honest, right? She said that she's being keeping it real. I'm going to keep it real, but I'm going to keep the energy positive. Sheila Curry Campbell used to be a mentor of mine. And so I'm going to just keep it, I'm going to be positive. I'm going to go high. Okay? So Alicia, that's the vibe. I'm going to go high. Okay? So to my old mentor, she said that no decision has been made. We cannot say definitively that no decision has been made. In those meetings before the meeting, in those backroom meetings, you are not invited. You will never be invited. So we need to play offense. We need to make sure that we are always prepared for the decisions that they make before the meeting that you come into, where you are one vote. So there is a decision made, and we don't know what it is. So we need to be prepared for it. They will not put the jail in their neighborhood, southwest, northwest, probably not northeast. It's only between northeast and southeast. Okay. What is the probability of southwest and northwest? Okay. Be prepared. We need to be sending emails right now telling them that it will not be in my neighborhood. We need to be organizing on Facebook right now saying, not in my neighborhood. Hashtag, not in my neighborhood. We need to be telling young professionals, 40 under 40, we need to have a campaign on Facebook right now saying, hashtag, not in our neighborhood. That's how you tell them that we will not have a jail in our neighborhood where we have our professional business.
You know,
You will not. Go ahead, Alicia. It's your turn. I'm sorry.
the only thing that I will, well, not the only thing, but one thing that I will say is that, like Daylana said, these conversations have been happening for a long time, and everyone talks about. She specifically said, if 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 I knew or if something like that was happening, I would know about it, and you would know about it. Well, we didn't know about Starbucks before Starbucks was decided. We didn't know all these different things on the southeast before they were decided. There's always decisions being decided before we know. So how can you say that we would know if it was happening? By the time we know, by the time you know to tell us, so we know, it's already over with. So right now, we have to be proactive. We have to say, no, we do not want it on this side. So they know before they make that
Right.
decision, or as they're making this decision, that we don't want it there. We
Mm-hmm.
have to be proactive. So to falsely get everyone quiet, to be quiet about something, because
Mm-hmm.
those rumors came from sources. Those rumors
Mm-hmm.
came. We're not just making up something. I mean,
Credible
we can just go
sources.
out here. But we could go out here and say we just don't want it on the southeast side. Period. We ain't just making up something. I'm not
Right.
just coming out here saying something. And we said who those sources were. We have been in meetings and heard and asked that specific question. Where are they going to
Mm-hmm.
put the jail? Where do you think they're going to put the jail? Hmm. Adams Center and Paulding Road.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, thank you for that information. That's where you have heard. That's where you have heard the rumors. So we're not just making this stuff up. We have to be proactive, like she just said. We have to be angry. We have to be trying to stop them before they make that decision. Our community needs to come together and actively say, this is, we do not want this to happen. Because if we don't say anything, we'll fall for anything, you
Mm-hmm.
know?
Mm-hmm. And for everyone who says that organizing online and organizing on Facebook is an issue, we actually got the first Black female judge elected by using Facebook. We have the evidence all over Facebook.
We've done a lot of things
Period.
on Facebook. We've done a lot of things
Exactly.
in social media. For one, you have to think about change makers. When did we start? We started during the pandemic. All we know is social
They know
media.
it. They know it.
Like, that's how we get out. That's how we get our information out. That's how we try to make things happen. And then we show up to meetings, and then we let everybody know what's going on and what we need to
Well,
do. And
this is the thing,
so,
Alicia. This is the next generation. This is next gen. They're businessmen who sell out shows on Facebook. Kevin Hart have sold millions and billions of movies, dollars, tickets on Facebook. We don't have to sell that idea to them. If they're not using Facebook and social media, then that is their failure. We don't have to hide the fact that we're organizing for our community on Facebook. I don't have to prove that. We don't have to prove that point to anyone.
right.
This is next gen. Facebook and social media is being used all across the country. If Fort Wayne is behind the times on that, then that is on them. If you feel like Facebook is too loud for your taste, then that is on you. Okay? So the thing is that if you're having backroom meetings, well, we are too. We are as well. But there are certain things and conversations that has to be had on Facebook. They have to be had in public. If you will lose
That's
your
transparency.
livelihood, If you will lose your livelihood by conversing on Facebook, then you are the one that need to hit us up in private, and we do that as well. So don't think that we are not privy to the fact that some people have to organize behind closed doors, because we have those meetings. This is something that I want to tell the businessmen and the businessmen and women. We are professional radicals. That's what we call ourselves. That's how we conduct ourselves. We wear many hats. We are business women. Don't get it twisted. Okay. And I'll leave it at that, because we don't, one thing we won't do is sell ourselves. Okay. We are who we are.
We don't want power.
Ask
We
about
don't.
us.
The difference is this: we don't want power. We don't want money. Nobody can offer us any of those things, anything that will
Well, I
stop
do.
us
I want
or
money. I
quiet
ain't
us.
worrying about power, child.
Well, I'm saying when it comes to advocating for our community and speaking up,
Oh, okay.
those things are not on our radar. None of those
Or in
things.
our
We've
personal
been doing
lives,
it. We've
but in the
been doing this.
community, yeah. Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we've been doing this. We've been doing this for
Right.
free. We've been doing this.
Oh, yeah.
Like quitting jobs, living off of barely anything to do
Right.
this. We've been doing
Right.
this. So nothing you have to offer is going to shut us up.
Right. We
And
sacrifice.
and that and that's the difference between politicians and people in positions of power right now
Right.
and us.
Right. We made the sacrifice. We made the decision to sacrifice for this work, and it's paid off for us. So getting back to the next point, uh, the question was asked, do we have any questions? I have only one question. Is there going to be a new jail built? And that answer is hell yes. Those condos and apartments that were built over there, they are thousands and thousands of dollars apartments. Those people will not look out over their balconies and see a jail. There is going to be a new jail. It will not be in that same location.
And
Not
we
on
know that for
Maritime
sure.
Henry's. Yeah, not on Maritime Henry's watch. The only question is where will it be located? So my question to my community is, will you be on offense or will you be on defense? Who will you listen to? Will you listen to your heart, your gut, or will you continue to listen to the leaders that have continuously failed us?
Mm-hmm.
Now, listen, this ain't shade, this is real. There is a generation of leaders that have sold us out for money and power and positions. And I'm going to say this: don't you dare run for another political or community position. Not NAACP, not nothing, because you have done those positions wrong. You have done young people in this community wrong. And you need to go and get your life right with God, because this is time for next gen now.
Mm-hmm. It's our time. It is. It's our time. I don't think they realize. I think they're trying to hold on to something, but it's happening all over the country. It's our time.
And
It's
then
our
quickly,
time.
so we won't be on here for a long time, it's our time. The next thing was you gave a number and said we can reach you. Will you answer? My response was, will you answer? I've called you because you blocked me. I have done nothing to you. I really have just, ignored you. I have forgotten about you. Because I mean, I've called you because I love some things that you do. You have some talents that are great for the community. You have some rotten things in you that are horrible for the community, but you have some things that are great that I appreciate. So, if you get your life right with God, and if you go to therapy and things like that and take your medicine, I think you could be all right. But you blocked me, and I don't think that's good for a leader or NAACP president. But yes, I cannot reach you because you have me blocked. So no, we cannot reach you. So um, that scratched off the list. The
And
other
they be
thing
like,
was
look, let me say this too.
yes,
Let me say this too, because they be like, oh, you shouldn't be doing that on Facebook. Oh, blah, blah, blah. Oh, this and that. We said we're
mhm,
professional radicals. That means we can do what we want, right? We're not politicians. We can say what
right,
we want. We can
right.
do what we want.
We're not
And
Democrats.
we can act how we want. So y'all can take that or leave it. Like we say what we
Right,
want.
right.
We say it when we want to say it. Okay. So
We're
that
real.
that is that on that.
That's on that. Put that on that. Okay. We're here for the people, not for the politicians. Period. All right. Next. Okay. And the last thing that I have on my list is you said stop calling you. Who called you? Because we didn't. Next. I'm done. Did I go high? Because I didn't talk about no wigs or nothing.
Look,
Did I do okay?
yeah,
I
you
think
did
I
all
did
right.
all right.
I hope y'all saw our conversation with the Republican earlier for y'all to say, why ain't y'all talking to Republicans? Y'all only talk to Democrats, blah, blah, blah. We extend the invitation like every time. Like, I don't
He
know
was a
why they don't want to
Republican.
talk to us. I don't know why they, but
Hmm.
he talked to us, but I don't know why they don't be wanting to talk to us. Like, I mean, yeah, we ask real questions and sometimes we ask questions that
Hmm.
kind of throw people off or whatever, but those are the questions that we need to know. Like your answers, we're
Yep.
going to hold you to that. And we have it on video. And when aren't holding up that standard, when you aren't doing the things that you say you're going to do, we're going
Yeah.
to make sure that you never get in that position again
Yeah.
and that you are never ever able to represent the community
Yeah.
that you try to run for. Like
And for
if you're not
real.
going to do those things,
Yeah.
you got to
And
go.
we,
And we're going
y'all,
to make sure that happens, Republican or Democrat. Hey,
for
Republicans,
real.
reach out to us. We will vote for Republicans.
Yeah.
I will vote
And
for a
listen, y'all,
Republican.
we need our
No,
young
let's have a
people. We
conversation.
are we are compiling a list of young people who want to run for several positions in the community. We are matching you with mentors. We need like some young, like you don't have to be perfect. Like as long as you are ready and bold,
And
we
real.
need y'all to start running against some of these people. We'll put you against a black person too. There are some older black people in positions here who need to be out of these positions. Please, if you are young and you are ready, you could be 18, you could be 17, and we'll prepare you for when you turn 18. If you are young, if you have a child who you know will be ready, if he could be 16, she could be 16, and you know when they turn 18, they'll be ready. We need young people, y'all. The next gen, it's their time now, y'all. Please. We
It's our
need
time.
young people in Fort Wayne because the older generation, we love them. If there's some older people who are ready to mentor,
And there's some
white
older
or
radical
black,
professionals too. There's some older radical professionals too that
yes,
don't
our
mind saying
mentors
that
are older and they're amazing.
yeah.
And they still
So,
out here getting it. But it's too many older people who are out here condemning us for nothing. We have done nothing. We don't talk about them. We don't do anything to them. And they out here mentioning our name in rooms horribly. And we ain't doing nothing but trying to help people. Me and Alicia actually sit in rooms and we say, we ain't gonna do nothing. We ain't gonna say nothing about these people because they black.
hmm
We say it all the time that this person did something to us, but we ain't gonna say nothing because they black.
But you know what the definitive line is? You know what the line for us is when you are actively hurting your community. When you
Yep.
actively hurt your community to the point where like it has actual ramifications, what the actions that you take or the things that you
Hmm.
say, when those things that you do hurt your community,
Then we have
that's
to
when
say
something
something.
needs to be said.
Hmm.
We have to say something. There's like we have guidelines, y'all. We have guidelines,
Yep.
and we follow
If
those
you're
guidelines.
black and you're hurting your community, then we have to say something. But if you're black and you toting the line, we may let it pass. But if you're actively hurting the community, then we have to speak up. We have rules, but the thing is that like we it's hard doing it by ourselves. It's hard doing like today I cried. I did cry because I was hurt by my old mentor. My feelings were hurt because we used to be on the phone every day working. I used to work in the NAACP with Sheila, and she gave me awards. She wanted me to be the next gen. She put me in the next gen program. She used to big me up all the time. She knew I was talented, but now she dogged me. She knew I had greatness in me. She still do. She still do, y'all. And it was hard for me today because I didn't want to say nothing about her, but I had to. So she better keep her mouth off of the child of God. Or that. Okay, I'm gonna stop. Okay, I'm done.
Okay, we're gonna stop you right there. We're gonna stop it.
Yeah, I know.
But I just we have to be proactive. We have to take steps to make sure that before they
Hmm.
make that decision, they know the community's input because they're not asking for it, right? And
Hmm.
so we have to make sure we take those steps to make sure that they know what we want, how we feel about these decisions, and how they'll affect our community, right? You know, we have the population, the ratio of African Americans in the jail is ridiculous, right? We take up like
Yeah,
80% of the jail, and
50%.
50%. Okay, well, it
Y'all,
seems
we
like
are
80% to me.
13%.
Um,
We are 13% black in Fort Wayne, but 50% in the jail.
yeah. So you know that we have to fix that, and when you think about the issues with this jail, it affects us the most. We are
But
the
it's gonna
smallest.
it's gonna
We
be
are we
higher
are
in if with a bigger
13%.
jail. It's gonna be higher with a larger jail.
So we have to take steps to stop this before it happens, guys. And that's all we're saying. You guys can check us out on our Facebook page. We have links to our go to our page,
Oh, the petition.
officialchangemakers.org, our website.
Hmm.
Yes, that's where you can find the petition. It'll be under help not handcuffs. So go to the officialchangemakers.org, sign the petition. It
Tomorrow,
is under help not handcuffs. We have a meeting tomorrow at 1835 Spring Street. It'll be
town
a
hall.
New Zion, yes, a town hall, New Zion church. It'll be in the fellowship hall. That is 3 to 5 p.m. There will be officials in the building. I'm not
Okay,
really
can
sure
I tell
exactly
them what
everyone
this
that's
is
coming.
about? So tomorrow, this town hall is actually for you all are actually going to learn strategy tomorrow. There's a specialist that's gonna teach about how we can stop a jail from built. She actually a jail from being built in LA. So she will be able to teach us the steps of how you can stop a jail from being built in your county. So there's not gonna be people talking about how they feel about this. We're gonna speak about how we feel. The politicians, the candidates are gonna listen to how we feel, to learn strategy steps about how she did it
And
and
her
how we
program was
can.
amazing.
And I think that's really important.
They have amazing, extensive
Really amazing.
research that they did in LA. They had
Yep.
extensive programs. The steps that
Yep.
they took actually took down the
Yep.
addiction numbers, took down the mental health
Hmm.
issues, the people in the
Hmm.
jail. They made real progress. So she's going to give us a step
So
by
racial
step on how to do.
justice. she's a racial justice activist, and I think that's really important.
Yeah, yeah. So you
So
guys definitely have to come check her out tomorrow. Again, 3 to 5 p.m., 1835 Spring Street in the Fellowship Hall of the New Zion Tabernacle. Make sure you guys come out. We are all going to be out there. Hopefully we have a good turnout of candidates and politicians so they can hear our concerns, come out, learn about this woman from LA who was able to create programs and stop the new jail from being built and lower the inmate and incarceration rates in LA. Come check her out. She has amazing information. You can voice your opinion. You'll be able to ask questions. You can take notes. Do whatever you got to do. Go live, record it. Whatever you have to do. Come on out. Let's get this.
and
Let's
can
let,
you
let's
all
be proactive.
yeah, can you
Go
all
ahead.
please make sure that black people are represented? Because it'd be embarrassing when it's more white people advocating for black people than black people. Please,
Hmm.
Southeast side,
Tell people
please,
share.
Burmese,
You can go to
Hispanic.
when you go to our website, officialchangemakers.org, officialchangemakers.org. Okay. Go to our website,
Hmm.
click on the help not handcuffs, and then copy and paste that link and share it on Facebook. Like it's that easy. Put a little,
Yep.
whatever. Hey, I'm gonna be here 3 to 5 p.m. Make sure you guys come out, share it on Facebook, share it in groups, share it in
Hmm.
text, share it in emails, whatever you have to do. If
Hmm.
you're on our email list, you should have received an email actually tonight with more information. And
Yep.
so make sure you guys go to our webpage, our website, join our email list. You guys can find out about the latest happenings in Fort Wayne and everything that's going on. And make sure you come out to this meeting, invite your friends, invite your people. Let's talk about this.
Period.
Let's be proactive. Okay.
Good night, y'all.